Hello, and welcome to a brand new episode of Corey and Kevin Talk About Nothing. If you're tuning in for the first time,
I'm Corey.
I'm Kevin, and welcome to a spooky and creepy episode.
Ooh, spooky.
There you go, the double spooky.
Yes.
Perfect.
Dun.
Yeah, right. Check that off the list. We have a special guest here today, Alexander Hamilton. He doesn't really fit in the spookiness, but he wanted to drop by.
Yeah. Say hello.
Say hello.
Yeah, welcome, sir.
Speaking of that, if you haven't watched Hamilton yet, do it.
Yeah. I knew that was coming.
It's phenomenal. I saw it at Walmart, and I'm like, I'm buying it. I have to.
You bought it?
Yep.
The DVD version?
Huh?
The DVD version?
No. The Funko.
Oh, got it.
Yeah, I saw him at Walmart, and I was like, yep, I'm getting them.
It's happening.
Yep. So have you done anything fun and spooky yet?
I have not done anything besides. Okay, so something that I did. I've been watching a little bit of horror films, not much crazy things and things like that. I've watched a couple scary movies.
Ooh, okay.
Like the actual like the real scary movie.
Oh yeah.
Just because it's just something that I can watch and not to pay attention to.
Yeah.
You know, so that's something that I did. Then I watched our horror film there. All right. So, have you heard of a game called Vigil?
What?
Have you heard of a game called Vigil?
No.
Okay. So.
wait. I remember a movie called Vigil.
No.
That's not it?
No. All right. So it's actually not called Vigil. It's called something else. I was testing you.
Oh.
And you won.
This is like, hey guys, Jake Gyllenhaal, Detective Loki doesn't wear a wedding ring.
No.
Got it. Just want that to be known. If you watched the previous YouTube clip,
yeah,
you'd know.
Oh, it's so true. All right, so it was a game called Visage.
Visage.
It's a new.
Not like massage,
nope.
But Visage.
Like Visage.
What kind of game is this?
What? Okay, so I know it has a very close term there, but it's actually a spooky, scary game. That's the sweet part. So my cousin's been talking about it, and then it's a single player game. But what we did is we linked up on Discord, and then played the game. So like as I'm playing on the PC, he's playing on his Xbox, and we're not playing together, but we are. So, but it's so like that's the funny part. That's why I kind of got to bring him. Not working.
This is it's a lot.
Oh, okay.
I'll put it back on a little later, but right now, it's like making me look at you, and I'm like,
it's so funny.
Anyways,
all right.
Yeah,
I'm gonna stick it out for as long as possible.
Do it.
So, all right. Anyways, so we started playing the game, and then it's actually like a really fun game. I'm not ruining anything by what I tell you, but like there's like jump scares and it's the whole thing, trying to get you in the premise of it.
Very cool, yeah.
So like there's a couple scenes that it's funny because when I was talking to him the first time, he goes, "Oh, there's been a couple close scary parts." And then but we're playing because we're trying to play at the same time. So like we're trying to go through stuff at the same time.
Oh, very cool. Yeah. That's
sweet.
Right? That's sweet.
So that's what we're trying to do that as we're going through. Well, and then. So we get to it, and it sucks because for some reason, I don't know if my game was lagging out or something, but it took me longer to do this one part. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I'm trying to do the same thing as he's doing. He jumps, like, literally and screams. It is so funny. I mean, because then he laughs at it. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, enough to, like, where a game, he, like, in the one time, I think he dropped his controller because in the one scene, there's, like, this mirror scene. And as you go around, there's, like, a circle of mirrors. And as you're going around it, you end up seeing somebody in the mirrors.
Awesome.
Well, then so you see somebody and you're like, oh, whoa, that's freaky, right?
Yeah.
Well, then apparently, as you like start leaving, like you start walking away again like this, and then like then you look back into the mirror, he like looks like he's like jumping, coming out at you, right? So it's that kind of. So
that's
sweet.
Kind of thing, yeah. Give you some good jump scares.
Exactly, yeah. But like this is the worst part though. So for me, it was fun, but I missed the two that scared him the way that he jumped and screamed and dropped his controller.
Oh, it distracted you from getting scared?
Well, no, it actually didn't distract me. But then for some reason, because, all right, I'm new to PC playing. I play PC, but I play with the controller.
WASD though.
Well, exactly. So like, so I'm learning this, right?
Yeah,
so I'm not
right.
used to all the motions and like turning as I'm doing it, right? So I'm just not as on a controller with an analog stick. I can do whatever I want. Well, well, with the keyboard. So when I ended up walking, I was like walking frontwards but sideways at the same time. So I ended up activating the scare without actually looking into the mirror. So when it jumped out, I'm like, "What were you so scared of?" You know, like
Right,
so I had some of these moments. So
I went through it just fine.
well, exactly. So I was like, I don't know what your problem is with it, but I think so. I think next time I've been practicing a little bit, trying to like run around and just play, like even like on Fortnite, just trying to learn my movements a little bit more, to try to mess around with that. But so that's where I've been at. But that has been really the big main scary Halloweeny
So that's
spooky
pretty cool.
type of thing. Yes, it was
That's
fun
very cool. You know, I honestly have never played like a scary game.
though.
Or anything like that. That's like Silent Hill or
Yeah,
something like that.
yeah,
I've
for
never
sure.
I've never played anything like that.
Okay.
But
Did you ever play like Resident Evil though?
yeah, I played Resident
Okay,
Evil.
alright,
So
so to
yeah,
me-
yeah,
yeah, no.
I've played a few of those, and
No.
so I guess I have played a few of them.
Yeah.
But like most of them, I haven't, and
Yeah.
it's like a whole genre of untapped stuff.
Oh, it is.
I really should, because I love that stuff. I
Yeah.
love horror and I love getting scared. So
Yeah. Gotta make yourself beautiful.
yeah, I gotta make sure I'm really pretty for the viewers.
Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah, that's very cool though.
Yeah.
I feel like I need to join that because I feel like I haven't experienced that.
Yes.
So.
And you're absolutely welcome if you want to come download the game.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. It was a good time.
It was a good time. All right. Very cool. Here we are getting close. I think what is it, November sometime. We're getting some Battlefield 2042.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I know we didn't get to play the beta, but
No. I'm ready for it. I think.
I know. Like you were like, hey dude, are you? And I was like, oh man, he's gonna ask to play some Battlefield, and I was like, It was that was Friday,
Yeah,
right? And
yep.
I was just so tired. Like I said, I passed out here just watching
Yeah.
TV. I just wasn't into it. And then after I woke up like the next day, and I'm like, okay, I need to get some shit together
Yeah.
because I'm starting to get the itch, you know.
Yeah. But you still have it though, have you?
No, I haven't. Man. I mean, you pack so much in. I feel like October is like the busiest time of the year.
Yeah. Well, because I think it's like jumping into something, a whole new season. I think
Well,
that's why.
then you have to fit it all in. I mean, you want to get all your fall activities in. You
Yeah.
want to do all your Halloween activities, and you wind up just every weekend is just boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
You know, which I'm not minding. I love it. It's awesome.
No.
But you don't really have much time to do much else, like watching movies or TV shows. Like the scariest movie we've watched so far is the one that we watched for this podcast
Yeah, that's
episode.
true.
Like we haven't watched much of horror at all.
No. You're actually right.
Yeah. So
I watched Squid Game.
so we started it.
Did you?
Yeah, we were an episode and a half in. Jessica fell asleep, and I was like, I'm just gonna pause it here,
Okay.
and we'll
Yeah.
we'll start up again because we finished the White Lotus.
Nice. Okay.
So we finished the White Lotus, which was excellent, eye-opening, wild. Typical HBO's got some
Yeah.
wild stuff.
Did
that
it answer the
happens.
questions that you were actually wondering about the show though too?
It's just about the the White Lotus. Like it's kind of there's a lot of like more in-depth conversations that are had in these last few episodes that we hadn't watched yet.
Yeah.
So that was very interesting, and we loved it and everything. But yeah, it's more or less like almost like an anthology series towards this like hotel.
Okay. Okay.
So you're just watching these characters, and you ever watch The Guest Book? It was on TBS for a little bit. I don't think it survived.
no.
Okay. It's kind of like that, I'm guessing, because like it's only one season, and I thought it was only going to be one season. But it looks like there's going to be a season 2, so I'm not exactly sure. I don't know. You wouldn't have the same characters.
Okay.
That wouldn't make any sense. So, but yeah, so we finished The White Lotus, which is not horror at all.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then we hopped on this Squid Game,
Gotcha. Okay.
which is kind of like horror.
It is,
you know.
100%.
So that first episode, man, I'm telling you, that red light, green light
Yeah. I mean.
was brutal to watch. Like, I'm getting mad. I'm like, that person barely moved.
Yes.
And you're just
Yep.
freaking shooting them. And I'm like, a mere flinch of somebody getting shot, and you're getting shot too. Like, it's sick.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
It's sick.
And that's what I meant by, like, the brutality in this show.
Even the foam pad's starting to hurt on that one. Oh, God.
That's why
I'm like constantly adjusting, and I'm like, no, I'll put it on later. I'll go through some more pain later.
Yeah.
But yeah, so first episode we're in. We're definitely enjoying it. Definitely like pretty wild about like the whole democratic process, and I'm like, okay, you know, like this is definitely going in different directions that I'm kind of wondering and whatnot. And we made it halfway through the second episode, and Jessica's starting to fall asleep. So I'm like, all right, well, I'll pump the brakes.
Well, the second episode is what I'll call the slower episode.
Okay.
And then when you get to the third episode, it gets right back into the whole swing of things. As the
Perfect.
The first one you get to like learn and figure things out. And
dude, I'm like, that's such a wild proposition. Like, hey, you want to earn a ton of money playing some games? I'm like, that's pretty misleading.
No, yeah.
But also, these people are like degenerates. You know what I mean? They've racked up these huge sums of debt and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
The main character, like they really make you. He's an excellent actor, by the way.
I'm saying, and you're just getting started.
Right.
You're just getting started with this acting.
It's just wild because, yeah, when he made all that money getting slapped and all that and playing that game, he did give some back to his mom and whatnot. But like, I think the show said he was 47. I'm like, man, this guy is like has nothing together
At all.
Yeah, his poor daughter, his I mean, like it went crashed, you know. So it's like hard to feel bad for him right off the rip because like you're like, man, like you put yourself in this position, man.
Absolutely.
But then, dude, once that red light, green light, like the first when they started running, I'm like yelling, I'm like, stop running.
Yes. Yeah, what are you doing?
And there's just like piles of people, and I'm like,
how about the people running back?
Yeah.
At the doors.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm telling you, like that part where I'm like, dude, what the?
That's what I'm talking about. When the first guy gets shot, and they're like, oh wait, what?
Yeah.
Because he's like, get up, and then he sees the blood coming out of his mouth, and then he's like, nope, I'm not doing with that. But it's like, well, you are.
Yep, you are.
You most certainly are.
Yeah.
You got 5 games left, but I haven't seen, you know, because they had the democratic process, so I haven't seen much else.
Yeah,
it's just the red light, green light.
I want to keep going, but I'm not.
Yeah. You know, so that's horror, kind of. But something started.
What is that?
It's not horror related either. But happy Halloween.
Yeah.
Succession.
Oh, I knew it. It's
Season 3 started last night. So we watched that, and then we watched the movie that we watched for the podcast. Because I'm like, so I rewatched the episode today. You know, I'm like, I can't get enough.
Really?
And it's so exciting because we have 9 episodes, but it's HBO. They release it every Sunday, so you get to, you know, I'm like, that's like 9 weeks. You know.
The excitement's back,
dude. We watched it. We're laughing. We're having such a great time, and it ends. We're like, I'd watch the whole season right now. Like if it was like Netflix and they just dumped the whole season, no, I wouldn't go to sleep. I cough the next day. Like, it's so good. I just love these characters so much. They're just the worst human beings in the world, but also you can't love them, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. So, you know, a lot of HBO stuff.
Yeah.
Not a lot of horror.
Not a lot of horror.
I feel like we did a lot of horror last year, so I feel like that kind of makes up for this year.
That's true. We did a lot.
You know? We did a lot of it, actually.
Which I enjoyed, though.
Yeah, I did, too.
Yeah.
But these weekends are busy.
Yeah. I did. The only other thing I think I watched horror-wise, I was trying to remember, but the problem is I really didn't watch it much. But I turned on Halloween. The only thing I did. It was the original one.
Oh, very cool, very cool. Yeah,
so it was essentially like the best one.
And
I watched
right.
some scenes of it, but I was like cleaning and walking around, and it was just something I just wanted. I'm like, let's just set up a little bit, give me a mood. It was actually the same day I was playing that game too. I'm trying to get in the scary thing for it, so. What's that?
I just thought of we watched the majority of there's this channel. I can't even think of what the channel was, but they were playing horror movies, like old horror movies. And it was so funny because Jessica's like, "Oh, look, your favorite's on," and it was the original House on Haunted Hill,
Nice.
like the 1950s version, all black and white and everything.
Yeah.
Like it's awesome, Acting is just superb, And I love that movie. It's just like. I'm like, oh, it takes me right back to my childhood, And so Jessica and I sat there and watched that. So that's horror related. Boom.
You won.
Except I didn't because there's several other movies that I watched that were not horror related that I just thought of.
Okay.
So Clementine picked out Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh, nice.
So we've watched that about 6 times now.
Wow. All right.
But yeah, Sonic the Hedgehog with Jim Carrey.
I mean, it's a great one.
You watched it?
Yeah.
Do you enjoy it?
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I was like happy with the whole thing. I was like not mad at like any of it. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I was like, I love just like the nuances of like the at one point when he defeats like all those robots and they hit the ground and like all the rings happen.
Yeah, for sure.
You defeated part, like kind of the boss or whatever, and it gives you the extra rings. But yeah, it was so fun. And then I was sitting there. Clementine's laughing, and she's laughing at Jim Carrey, and I'm like, whoa, this is wild. I remember being a kid and laughing my head off at Jim Carrey.
Okay.
And now my kid gets to laugh her head off at Jim Carrey. I'm like, what an amazing circle that is. I'm like, I got to enjoy Jim Carrey. Yeah, we love full circles here. I'm like, I love the fact that I'm like, wow, you get to see like one of the funniest guys in the world. You get to see him too. Yeah. Like that's awesome. Yeah, I was so pumped.
Still in his, prime. He's still.
I was gonna say actually, he was like, I don't know. I felt I was like perfect for the role to be honest. Like he was Jim Carrey in moments, and then he was like super focused at points, and it was like played this Dr. Robotnik. I thought it was awesome.
Fantastic. I'm a Jim Carrey fan.
Well, yeah.
You normally question me for that. So.
Yeah, I'll spell that last name. But anyways, like.
You misspell one thing.
Oh, man. But yeah, so we watched that. We also watched Moana.
Nice. Okay.
Which has Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Which full circle. We love full circles here, right? In Sonic the Hedgehog, he even says, "Oh, what year is it? Is The Rock president yet?" So boom,
right back at it.
Right back at it. We watched Moana, which was awesome. I've never watched it before, and I really enjoyed that one. Yeah.
Mom would like come over here for movie day.
What?
I'm about to come over here for movie day.
Yeah, you have to, because like if it's like bad weather out, we're playing in the playroom. We'll throw a movie on. Do the dang thing, you know what I mean?
Do the dang thing.
So,
right.
Trying to think. I watched an old comedy that I've never watched. So yeah, like no horror at all. Besides, a few items. I was glad that we picked a horror movie.
Yes.
For this episode, because I'm like, at least we got something in.
Yeah.
But it's with Dan Aykroyd and Eddie Murphy. Oh, there it is. Yeah, there it is. Dan Aykroyd, Eddie Murphy, Jamie Lee Curtis. So when you said Halloween, this made me think. Curtis.
Right.
But Trading Places. I can't remember what year it came out, but it was an interesting movie.
I think I've heard of this movie quite a bit, but I don't think I've actually ever watched it.
Yeah, I've never watched it. I'm like, man, Eddie Murphy and Dan Aykroyd. That's a good act. I think. So I watched it. It was all right. It was all right. It was okay. All right. There's some laughable moments.
Yeah.
Cringy moments. There's definitely cringy moments. There's a cringy moment on the subway or on the train, and I'm like, I bet they look back at that differently.
Got it.
Yeah. But yeah. So yeah, I think boom. Succession though, bro.
Yeah, was it good?
Oh my god. Yeah, dude. Like, so how it ends season 2, season 3, first episode, boom. You're right into it, man. They waste no time, man.
That's funny. All right.
So good. Logan, one of my favorite lines is, tell him I'm going to grind his bones to make my bread.
Wow.
And then his son's response is, well, I'm going to run up off the beanstalk. He's like, he couldn't think of anything to say. Dude, it's so funny. They have, there was actually because I'm freaking obsessed with this show. So I watch all these YouTube clips or whatever. But there's one of all the insults that people have of the show. Not all of them, because that would be 3 hours long. But all these insults, the big insults, I'll say,
okay,
of the first 2 seasons.
It's pretty good.
It is so funny. So the guy who plays Roman, Kieran Culkin, is just will say something just awful, and they're like, oh, yeah, they wrote that in the script. They told me to say that. And I don't know, man. Tapping into some anger, but no, it's amazing. It's amazing. So good. So good.
Schmazing.
Schmazing. Yeah, it's I think I have a basket that's number 1. I don't think I can argue one or the other, and they're all vastly pretty different.
Yeah.
But the top 4 TV shows are all in the number 1 spot. You got Lost, Breaking Bad, Succession, Leftovers. All 4, number 1 spot. Come at me. What's your number 1 favorite show? Okay, I have 4.
Yeah.
What am I, Dwight?
You're Dwight.
My top 3 strengths or whatever is I'll give you 5 or whatever.
You always got to overexceed,
You have to.
So,
it's too hard to choose a top favorite with the content I've seen. Won't choose. I won't.
You will not, huh?
Yeah. I won't. I will not.
I agree. Majority of those are great.
No, sir. You need to leave.
Uh,
Majority? You mean all? ALL.
I have not
all
seen
caps.
all mall.
Well, then what are you doing? I'm not even sure why you're here right now. If you have, all right, just go. I'm just,
are you gonna cry? No.
I watched this. It's just random stuff on YouTube. So, I think it was the 2015 Emmys.
Okay.
Amy Sandberg had hosted them. Like I said, just random.
This is very random.
And it was the intro to the Emmys or whatever, and he's talking about all these TV shows and how he had to watch them all. And he put himself in an underground silo and just focused on just watching TV for a year straight or whatever. He comes out with this big beard. I've watched every single show, and they're like, "Have you watched this?" He's like, "Oh," it goes back down. Okay, now I've seen every show, but I don't even know where I was going with that. Oh, yeah. I don't know where I was going.
It's another YouTube video that you saw?
I don't know. I don't even know where I was going with that. I'm just rambling.
Yeah. I was going to say, I watched a YouTube. My cousin showed me a YouTube video, which I thought was pretty. So there's
Was it called Corey and Kevin Talk About Nothing?
Well, it is. I think you can find that YouTube, too. Isn't that crazy?
I'm not kidding you. Probably my favorite YouTube channel.
Yeah. I agree.
I subscribe to it.
I did, too.
So go ahead and subscribe.
Yeah, right there.
But yeah, follow, subscribe. Yes. But anyways, go
ahead. So it's actually a local gas station here, in Ohio, and it's actually what it is it's essentially what they do is they when people come in and try to steal, scam, try to do anything along those lines. He's recording and he's actually been posting this stuff on YouTube.
Really?
Yeah, so it's kind of crazy. So the crazy thing is though, is he has 2.
You see people that you know?
No, he has 2 million subscribers to his YouTube channel. He is blown up. He's got the plaque and all. So that's what I'm saying. So he's got the numbers, and it's right there on the wall. So Sean, I had to go do something out in that area, and my cousin is the one that dropped me off out there. So when he did that, when he on his way back, he ended up stopping at the gas station just to go walk in. So it's crazy though. There's a couple things that.
Did he walk in and be like, "Bro,
yeah,
I subscribe"?
Yeah, this is a crazy. Yeah,
this is a crazy
moment in his life.
This is crazy.
Yeah, I know. He was super pumped to go out there. That was one of the only reasons. I think that.
That's the only reason.
Yeah. Oh, I gotta drive 10 minutes further just to do that. I'm fine with that because on the way back I'm stopping.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So, but all good though. We're all good.
So like horror.
Yeah.
You know what's exciting though? Our group of friends are getting together this upcoming weekend to do a haunted house. Spook. Yeah. Whoa, who's our third guest? Fourth guest. Wow. Fifth guest.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do a haunted house, an escape room. Very excited. I'm
Very.
very excited to do a haunted house because I can't remember the last time we went to one. It would had to have been before Clem, because I don't think we've gone to one in a while. So I'm very excited.
I can't remember. Honestly can't remember the last one that I really did. I think the last ones I did were the ones in the local at the local place, Carnival.
Yeah, for sure. The Carnival of Horrors.
Yeah, I think that's the only one.
I like that one because it was like when you paid and then you had like three
exactly.
separate
I think it was the most
ones.
for your money, and you didn't have to drive them on. You know, we didn't have to drive that far, so it was like,
right.
You know what I mean? So it was like it was nice. It was a nice situation.
There is the Factory of Terror, and that one was very similar. It had like three different parts, all in this giant building, and you kind of just like wove your way in.
Yeah, okay. All right.
That one, the first year that Jessica and I went to that one, first time we ever heard of it, it was just her, just me and her. We went there, and dude, so when it was just us, they like cleared the whole thing. They like waited to make sure that the other people were cleared. Yeah, everything was reset, ready to go for us.
Yeah.
So we got like the full deal of all of it, and man, it was good. It was good. They got me jumping a few times.
That's crazy because I'm a little. I mean, you can. I'm very gullible, so you can scare me very easily, right? I'm gullible to like see what's going on out there. Okay, that's just who I am.
Yeah.
So I'm usually pretty good at it, but sometimes, and I don't know if it's because like when you go through, you know, you got to kind of act a little bit, you know, like you're the leader, right? So it's like me and a girl, right? So you can't go in there and you know.
Yeah, you try not to. Yeah,
well, you got
dude. All right, this was at the Factory of Terror. It was hilarious. So we make it in this room, and this room has this buzzer. And Dennis was going like, "Can you turn that down? It's a little loud."
Yeah, okay.
A little loud. But anyways, so it's a buzzer like that, you know, but it was very loud. And Jessica and I are in this room. Nobody else is in this room. And to get to the next part, so it's basically like two inflatables pushed together. Okay. And you have to run through, and it's very like, if you're claustrophobic, it's not fun.
Yeah.
And it's all black, so you can't like,
see where you're going.
So, so it's like very like unnerving. Jessica was like, I'm not doing it. I'm not going through it. I'm like, come on, we could go through it. This buzzer just keeps going off, building like this anxiety. I'm like, let's go. Then all of a sudden, there was a guy in the haunted house that was in that room, scared the crap out of me. And then all of a sudden, he's like, all right, so what you're going to do is you're going to run through this. It's going to be absolutely fine. It's just like 20 feet of inflatables. There's nobody that's like in there coming to get you or whatever. You make past that and you go to the next part or whatever. And we're like, okay. And then he hits the buzzer again, gets back into character. He's like, no, get the hell out of here. We just like booked it through, man.
It
was so funny,
That's
dude.
Sweet, yeah.
It was sweet because like that one, like you walked through like these fenced off areas.
Yeah.
And you would turn around, there would be somebody behind you.
Oh.
Like dragging something, being loud.
Yeah,
and then you'd look again and there wouldn't be. And you're like, they were very good. They were very good.
Wow, that's awesome. Okay.
Following year, we went with a couple of friends.
Yeah.
They like had half the people working, it felt like. It was like, it just wasn't as good. I was like, man, I remember this one being like, Jessica were like, I don't want to walk anymore. This is kind of frightening. And one of my favorite things is like, I must say Jessica's name out loud a lot because the people in the building would be like, Jessica, you know, start like saying it to her, man. It's so funny because it adds to that creepy factor. I love to get that heart pumping, to get that adrenaline going. I mean, that stuff's just fun. I want to do a hayride too.
That'd be sweet. Actually, one of the friends we were going with said that that's actually something they brought up. They wanted to really do.
Yeah, so there's like this haunted forest down the road.
Okay.
I mean, like down the road.
Yeah, you know, everything's down the road.
Everything's down the road. Yeah. But yeah, they have one of those. So I mean, hey, they don't close till late. We do an escape room and then 6 haunted houses. I'm just kidding.
There's no way.
That'd be awesome. Well, the one night Jessica and I did Maze Valley, like the first year we ever went to Maze Valley, and this was years ago, like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
It was like before they had like 90% of what they have.
Okay.
And they had this haunted corn maze. And it was really cool, actually. Like you walked through. They actually had this guy in like one of those construction digger things.
Oh yeah.
And like you didn't know he was in there, and he like would split the party. Because, like, it would just be running, you're just, like, kind of walking, and it would, like, come down, so, like, you would move because you don't want to get in.
Yeah.
And, I mean, it's not, like, coming down super fast where you're like,
yeah.
you get smashed by this thing. But it was enough to be like, okay, I'm not going to go any further, and, like, you'd cut off the group and all that stuff. They did it really good. You had to go through this boss and people on the boss that scotching, everything, and they never had it again. Everything else they ever had was, like, they do this giant corn maze. They did... Their bread and butter is the kid stuff. I mean, there's tons of kid stuff now. No. It's incredible.
Okay.
But we go there every year because they have this awesome hayride to a pumpkin patch. And anyways, yeah. I love that place. But, so, yeah, we're going to be doing that too. But anyway, so my original point. I'm sorry. I trailed off. My original point is we did the haunted corn maze.
Okay.
Yeah. And then right after that, we went to the schoolhouse and laboratory.
Oh, nice.
It was fun, yeah. So we were like, let's do it all.
Oh, yeah.
Know?
I'm in, and I think everybody else that I think that would probably.
That'd be cool to finish off on a fun hayride in the dark.
But see, but I don't know. I mean, do you really think? I don't think we're gonna be able to get that done.
Why wouldn't we?
Because if I get here at 7, you said the haunted hayride closed at 8.
I didn't say that. I never said it closed at any time. I said it would be closed till late.
I thought you said closed till 8.
Closed till late because it's a haunted house. It's going to be open till probably 11 p.m.
That's what I'm talking about. Let's go.
That's what I'm saying. Let's go.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm excited. So
right.
Escape room. We'll do the schoolhouse laboratory, and then bam,
maze it up.
Yep. Hayride it up.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Hayride it up.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm very excited because as we've just talked about. We've barely done anything Halloween related. We did go to a little more here.
All right.
Boo at the Zoo. We did the Boo at the Zoo. Okay. And that was a blast. That was fun. So many great costumes.
Really?
Man. Oh yeah. So much fun. Yeah.
Now, did they dress up with the animals and stuff in the costumes at all? Like do anything? Like a sweater or something?
Come here, tiger. Would you like to wear? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding with it. But yeah, no, okay. they don't do that. They just have like different stands in different places. You get this booklet and they'll mark off where you've been. And
gotcha.
All that stuff. Everything's still pretty open too, which is a lot of fun.
Right.
So it's like you're going to the zoo, which is awesome.
Yeah.
Because that's just fun anyways, and now there's all like the fun little Halloween stuff. So that was a good time.
Yeah.
So we have done a few things.
Yeah.
But this upcoming weekend,
we bought the pop off.
Oh yeah.
It's Halloween weekends too.
No.
What?
No. It's not.
What's the weekend before Halloween's weekend?
Yeah, there you go.
Man, I've been this month.
I know
it's like
I feel like the podcast like release dates are messing with you. Like, wait, when does this one go? November 5th? Wait. Yeah, so I am very excited for that.
Yeah,
man, our group that went to that escape room, I kid you not, it was like crack. We left there so like just high off of this. I mean, not to mention we did the hardest one.
Yeah.
Beat it with 15 minutes to spare.
Yeah. We saved the Earth, actually.
We saved the Earth from nuclear explosion.
So
the president thanked us.
Yes.
Okay. And I man, that was just like everything you got right. Yeah. Our group was just like, awesome. Let's do this. And somebody would help somebody with something. Okay, we can't figure it out. Somebody else would go try it, and then eventually it would all work out. I loved it. And I'm like, I was like, man, we need like a weekly group, you know?
Yeah,
just keep going to different
we liked it so much that where we were actually going to
we were ready to do a second one.
We were going to do a second one right then and there.
Like, if that lady would have been like, okay, we were like, yep,
we were
take our money.
Yeah,
I'm ready for the next room. So I can't wait. I'm so excited. Especially now that we kind of like
we know what we're doing.
Know a little bit of what we're doing.
For sure.
I know every escape room is going to be slightly different. Or whatever, but yeah.
But I mean, but think about it. This is the first time that all of us, none of us have done one yet.
Right.
We were all fresh to the game, and we still did it that well.
Boom. I know. It made me confident that like as a team, like if there were like
we got some detectives on our friend squad here.
Yeah. Well, it's just like. It's like everybody had their own little thing that they brought in. You know what I mean? Like it was awesome.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Boom. So I'm very excited.
Yeah.
You want to talk about a horror movie?
I think we should.
Or do you have anything? I feel like I just like. I also did this. Yes. I also did this.
Okay, so I did watch. I did watch.
I also. No, I'm just kidding.
I was gonna snap this thing out the window. I've been trying to say this for
hours. Yeah, I'll let you talk.
Yeah. Are you sure?
Yep.
Okay. All right.
I'll mute my mic.
Okay. I finally. Well, it's really not that big. You talked about last time was Road Trip, the movie.
Yeah.
So I'm scrolling through Hulu, and I click down. I just couldn't fall asleep right away. So all of a sudden I look up, and then I click down one more time, and the movie that popped up was Road Trip. I'm like, you know what? We just talked about it.
Yes.
Boom.
Yeah,
done.
right,
so
right.
I watched that.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and then
that's a good movie.
Yeah, then I watched because I forget what else I watched. I watched something else too. Oh! I started that documentary, the 2-part series of documentary. Remember the Murphy, Kelly
Brittany
Murphy, Brittany Murphy. Yeah, Brittany. Yeah. I think there's Kelly in the show.
Got it. Kelly Kapowski.
Kelly Kapowski. She's best friends. No, then I watch. Yeah, then that one. Yeah, so I'll watch the first episode of that. I mean, it's pretty interesting. I mean, not enough to where like I sat there and wanted to watch another hour of it right away.
Okay.
Because it's only 2 hour long thing. So
that's not bad.
It's really not that bad. But it was either I think I was gonna watch. I was gonna play games with the buddies and play Fortnite. And then it was either play Fortnite or watch this other hour. Before I gotta go to bed for work. Right. So it's like one of those things. I'm like, I'm just gonna go play some Fortnite. I'll get back to it. You know, and I would just rather do that. So. I mean, I should just watch a movie because I can actually go to bed at real time. The problem is Fortnite. I'm like, oh, just one more, and that turns into 2. And they're 20-minute long things, so now I play for 40 more minutes. You know, like it's almost like a whole other episode. But anyway, it's fine. You know,
that's how like Shark Tank is, man. You just want to go to bed, so you throw on some Shark Tank.
That's a bad idea because they're teaching you inventions, they're showing you inventions that you want to see and stuff.
I know
it's a bad idea.
It is a bad idea.
It's Sunny, dude.
But I'll keep doing it.
Sunny.
Well, that's a great idea, dude. They wrap film. I can't wait till they release it.
Yeah. Did you see? I think they have a new cover page now too. I think the season that like the new one finally came out. Awesome. It wasn't like very like it wasn't like great, but it was like I think it was just like their faces on there. It was just different. You know what I mean? Like the last one I think was probably the best. You remember with the ones they're all they're Vikings.
Yeah.
That
was a good one. I like that one a lot.
That's been that one for a little while, and then this one finally just came out for this season. So
I think it was like season 4 or 5 where they're like the blonde. Everybody was blonde. Or whatever.
Yeah. This is the birds of war, right?
I'm pretty sure that's
that whole thing.
Yeah. I don't want to pass this over either. Did you watch the trailer for the Batman?
I did not.
That is so funny because like as soon as I started bringing it up, I'm like, wait a minute. You were supposed to be watching it right here. I don't think you did.
It's so funny. I mean, it's right here.
It's right there. Oh, dude. All right. So after this podcast, this dude is watching this trailer. And I'm telling you, you will be a believer. A Pattinson believer. Dude looks awesome.
Really?
His voice is awesome.
Is it?
His movements. This is going to be like a really gritty.
Is it? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Is this more detective though? Can you tell? Like.
So from what I can tell, I'm not 100% sure.
Okay.
That's like what it's been kind of targeted as.
Yeah.
We've talked about that before. So I really am hoping like that's the angle.
Okay.
So it's just like it's like almost like a teaser trailer. It's not like a full compose.
Yeah.
Like you don't know storylines. They're just showing you like characters and whatnot.
Got it. Okay.
But there is a scene where it's completely dark and you see like Batman down this like dark tunnel type of thing, and the only thing that's lighting up the scene are these machine guns firing at him, and he keeps walking, and I'm so in, man.
All right.
It's I was like texted the group immediately, texted my brother immediately. I'm like, dude, did you watch it? Because if you haven't watched it, it's freaking awesome.
Yeah,
I watched it 3 times and it's freaking awesome.
I'm so mad that I did not watch it the night that you talked about it.
Yeah, I can't believe
I went home with all full intentions again. I literally went in with full intentions.
Yeah,
and did not. I mean,
I'm excited because this is like 2022. I feel like it's just gonna be straight Batman. Because you have the Flash movie that has multiple Batman. That has the Ben Affleck Batman and the Michael Keaton Batman.
Okay.
I don't know if there's any other Batman in that. But then you have the Batman coming out, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you still have, I think there's, I might be wrong on that. So it might just be those 2 movies, but it's going to be interesting just because it's like 2 different.
Oh yeah, totally different things.
Then you get like multiple Batman in one, and then you get this whole different side trilogy of.
Do you think they'll do like a special one with?
I don't think so because it's just 2 different universes. So the Flash is the DC extended universe, and then this is just.
Don't forget Loki. Just saying.
Yeah, but this is different. there's no like Kevin Feige at DC or at Warner Bros. That's like, this is how it's gonna go. There's like 60 people that are like, I want to go this way. I want to go this way.
True.
And it's like, just let Zack Snyder handle it.
Yeah, he'll handle it.
It looks awesome though. The Batman, Matt Reeves directed it. I am excited. Catwoman's in it. The Penguin's in it. The Riddler's in it. We love full circles here. Guess who's playing the Riddler?
Who?
Paul Dano. Who we watching? Prisoners.
Wow. I get to see a different side of him actually talking.
You might not even see him talking or get to really see a different side of him. So it's really kind of awesome. Like these like characters, like if I told you Colin Farrell was in the preview, you would be like, where? You just know, like, if you know what character Colin Farrell's playing, then you'd know, but you would never recognize him. Not by voice, not by the whole get-up, not by any of it. It's truly impressive. But the Riddler is very mysterious right now, so there's not. They don't really have a whole lot going on there. I'm pretty excited about that.
Huh. Okay.
So watch it.
All right.
Everybody who's listening or watching this, let us know in the comments. What did you think? Are you excited for Pattinson? I'm extremely excited. Do you like his voice? Because I saw some comments where people were like, they like Batman or Batfleck's voice better because it was like that synthesized voice versus Bale's Batman, who's like, stop yelling at me.
Yeah,
dude.
yeah. That's true. That's true.
Yeah, he's very angry.
Yeah, a lot.
Batman is constantly angry.
Yeah.
But no, he looks like a good Bruce Wayne. He's got an awesome Batman voice. The gear, the whole suit and everything. Because like this is. I think it's like, have you ever heard of like Batman Year One? So that it's like Batman and his first year of being Batman type of volume type of thing.
Okay.
So this is like almost like maybe second or third year type of thing. He's still new at being Batman. It's still becoming this bigger thing, you know what I mean? So I'm very excited.
Huh.
So yeah.
I am Batman.
When they're like, who are you or whatever, in the trailer, he's like, I'm vengeance, you know.
All right.
His fighting moves look sweet. Anyways,
no.
It's just like he's the world's greatest detective, so it's like he should definitely have some sleuthy stuff in this movie.
Yeah.
Like fighting evil villains and all is great in these super big superhero movies like Justice League where you're fighting gods and whatnot.
Yes.
But I'd like to see some ground action, gritty, you know, sleuthy, you know, crime detective type of stuff, you know. So I'm looking forward to it. Yeah.
Me too. I'm very upset with myself right now. I'm just.
I think it's so funny because before we went live here or started recording, you were like supposed to watch it, and as soon as I was like, "Dude, have you watched the trailer?" I'm like, "You haven't because you forgot to watch it." That's so funny. So yeah, we'll have to get on. You'll have to get on that.
Yeah, I'm just gonna hide my face now because I'm not.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about a scary movie.
Yeah, you want to talk about this
Let's
thing?
talk about the scary movie, bro. What we watch?
We watched a movie called "There's Someone Inside Your House." Is that what it's called?
Yes.
Okay.
I had to second guess myself.
I know. I'm like the verbiage might actually be wrong, but I'm pretty sure there's somebody inside your house.
Yeah. It's a new Netflix.
Yeah,
flick.
2021.
Yeah.
We're putting the masks on.
I think it's time.
All right,
Let's finish it out. You know.
Let's see if I can do it. Okay, it's comfy right now.
All right.
The hoodie, I think, but there we go. Let's do it that way. All right. So, there's somebody in your house. So I'm a little mad at the end, but we'll get to that.
Okay.
Overall, I didn't hate it at all. I actually enjoyed it.
For what it is.
For what it was, it's
teen
just like a
slasher?
simple slasher.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
And I feel like they didn't waste time in certain parts.
No, absolutely.
They did a great job, not giving it away.
Yeah.
Feeding the breadcrumbs of the wrong answers.
Yep.
I feel like they did a really good job of that.
For
like we said, for what it is. I mean, it's just a simple slasher film.
Oh, yeah. It's not perfect by any means. I mean, I think that.
Oh God. Okay.
I mean, if you can't, you can't. You know.
There's a hair in there.
Yeah.
All right. I think I'm good.
All right.
All right. This is the worst episode ever.
Yeah,
I'm having a wardrobe malfunction.
You look so pretty though, you know.
I'm very pretty. Whoa. So yeah, what did you think?
I mean, I definitely enjoyed it as like for what it is. I mean, there were some parts that the funny it's not. I don't want to. I'm not nitpicking, but the funny part is okay. So the name of the movie is Someone's in Your House, right?
Yep.
At the very beginning, you see that.
Yep.
And then the rest of the movie, besides one scene, there's no one in your house.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, the ending kind of makes me mad because I'm like, wow, like, all right.
Yeah. Come on.
You didn't even, like, end in the house, right? like you had a simple job of coming up with a title.
Exactly.
And you're like, all right, well, I watched the first 5 minutes of the movie. Let's title it this. You didn't watch the whole thing because you would not have titled the movie that.
Not one bit.
So I thought that I was just like, okay. When it ended, I'm like, I don't hate the ending. I just think the title is
ridiculous.
needs a little rework, a little retuning there because
there's someone in your life or something.
There's somebody in the cornfield. There's somebody in the school. There's somebody in your car. There's somebody in the. I mean,
anything else would have been way better.
There's somebody.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. New title. You're welcome.
There's somebody. Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah.
Because it just. I don't know. I thought it was funny. Like I thought it played like there were comical moments.
Well, yeah.
And I thought like the actors actually did a great job.
Yeah.
They played like their, your typical high schoolers and all that stuff.
And they played it pretty well.
They did it. I was like, I could see many careers blossoming from that movie just because the actors did great.
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
You can tell when somebody's trying too hard.
Yep. It's just bad acting. I mean, it's really what it comes down to.
Yeah. I felt like pretty well. All right. So except for the pill popper, I felt like his performance was a little lackluster.
Yeah.
But,
because the thing is with the pill popper in there, they really didn't like make it anything. Like,
I was a little confused about. They're like, "This is your confession." Like they barely show.
Yeah, you have no idea what it even is.
Yeah.
What is he like? What is it? What is it? What is it? Maybe that's part of like what they're trying to do because it's like a teen thing. But at the same time, I mean, it's just.
I was like, man, they make fentanyl in pill form?
Exactly,
like,
yeah.
Man, no wonder people are having issues,
Yeah.
man. Jeez.
Terrible. But but I definitely agree with that one.
Felt bad for Ollie, you know?
That is true. Profiling.
That's right, man. Yeah, I felt like it had like some good like undertones at the end there about privilege and whatnot. So
Yeah.
I did enjoy that a bit. It's like the White Lotus is heavily, like has a lot of stuff about privilege and my mask. I'm like I know I'm like constantly adjusting this thing. It's so awful. Yeah, I don't know how serial killers can wear a mask that long. Like, you better kill somebody like real quick because you're gonna be like, oh, this mask. Let's make like a realistic horror movie, right? Where it's like, okay, I can't get back here. Like, like this thing hurts. It's cutting into my face.
Yeah, you use like a bandana or something,
You like punch me in it and it like actually breaks. Like, oh crap! I gotta go back to the store.
You stabbed me with my mask.
Yeah. But yeah, I was pleasantly surprised. I definitely hit like all the slasher, tropes and everything. Sure. It's just like an updated slasher. It's got all your lingo.
Yeah.
For the new kids, they're like, oh, da, 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 da. I'll tell you what though, the way it starts out, I'm like, I couldn't have been happier.
They drug me in right away
with the egg timer. Him waking up and being like, the house, the door's open, the truck's gone. Yeah. Then there's all those pictures everywhere. I'm like, this is good. This
I like
creepy,
it for sure. And then think about that though. I mean, think about the time. I mean, this is fast. I mean, this person. I'm not gonna name.
Sonic the Hedgehog did it actually.
I mean, impressive.
He's very fast.
Yeah, and then and everywhere.
Yeah, right. I know they always like make these serial killers. They're very diligent. Yeah. They're like, oh, I'm gonna really freak them out. Yeah. It's like, oh, somebody's coming. I better tape faster.
Yeah. Who's ripping the tape for them? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a 6-person job right there. Set design went overboard.
Yeah,
let's make this a little bit realistic. This guy pays way too much attention to way too much detail there. Yeah. But yeah, I did enjoy it. I was,
what it was absolutely
satisfied with the ending, except for like the title of the movie. The only thing that I was like kind of like annoyed about was like when you finally find out what happened to the girl in her previous life.
Yeah.
So I'm not that girl anymore. Like, well, you didn't.
You never were.
You never were.
Yeah.
You pushed someone because they pushed you back, and it was an unfortunate accident. Yeah. Like, it's not like you like pushed her in there on purpose. Like, it just didn't. I'm like, that. Like, they're like, you're not that person anymore. I'm like, what do you think? Like, she's like kind of a monster. Yeah, like, it's so weird. I'm like, because like if you did that on purpose, you don't shut that off. No. You do it again, and again. Yeah. I did enjoy like the whole thing of like God, does anybody even know what sociopath means anymore? I'm not a sociopath. I'm heavily invested in what's happening here. I'm like, that's awesome. Yeah, set that record straight. Yeah. That's like the screenwriters like, no, I'm sick of people. You're a sociopath. You're right. I am. And littering and. So yeah, I say watch it. Especially turn the lights off.
Yeah.
The first half of the movie is way creepier and cooler than the last half. The last half really speeds up that slasher,
Yeah.
It's got like Scream, I Know What You Did Last Summer vibes. Like it literally hits all the tropes. It's good. I liked it.
Do you want to get on Rotten Tomatoes?
49%, which I'm fine with. Exactly. It makes sense.
Yeah, I'm almost right there with it.
Yeah. I would just probably do it like the bare minimum to make it certified fresh.
Gotcha.
Yeah, okay. 55 or whatever. Yeah, just because like I felt like they did a pretty damn good job.
Absolutely. Like I said, for what it was. And
even
when I was talking, I'm like, for what it is, I mean, it was a decent film. I'm not going to say the film itself was phenomenal because it's not.
Right. You're not.
No.
Nobody's winning Oscars here. Like that's not what these movies are for. They're for the jump scares, the anxiety, the anticipation of the payoff. You know what I mean? you have your like graphic Saw movies that just bore you to death with the gore, and it's just like, okay. But heightening somebody's senses, getting their anxiety up, getting them like, I mean, it's so funny because Jessica's going like, watching the movie like this. I'm like, what are you doing? And she's like, like, I don't know what's gonna pop out. I'm like, oh, come on, it's so funny, it's so good. And I'm like, it's so good because I'm like, I've never thought about it that way. I'm like, oh,
yeah, you block it out. Yeah, you don't see it, right?
Yeah, right. What? We'll do that during arachnophobia. Oh, there's a spider on the screen? Nope, now there's not.
Yep. Huh.
Or I'll do that with Kristen Stewart's on the screen. Now she's not. The worst actors. I'm just like, oh, they're not even in this movie. That's weird.
I can see her one time.
Yeah. Adventureland, she wasn't even in that. So yeah. So for throwing this one together, because I'll admit, we weren't so good at the polls. No. We'd never put out a poll.
I didn't know.
I believe we did ask the Twitter world, but we received no responses. So we kind of just threw a Hail Mary and went with the Netflix new one. What was the other one? I can't remember. We had two options.
Someone in your house.
Yeah.
Oh, let me see here.
Yeah.
Oh, for some reason my phone's not letting me unlock my phone.
Yeah. I thought that was Pennywise's phone, though.
Yeah, this is weird.
Wait a minute, Pennywise. You picked up Corey's phone. Put that down.
Oh, okay.
That's not yours, sir.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I feel like we could still watch another one.
Things heard and seen.
Things heard and seen. That's right. So that's going to be an interesting movie if we did want to watch that one. That's kind of it didn't look that great.
No, it didn't look that great. And then I looked up both of them afterwards to see about the Rottens.
Yeah.
No, it's worse.
Like what?
Like a 30 something.
Okay, yeah. So we could skip that one.
Yeah.
So we could find something. I like that slasher. I would like to do something that's indie. Something that's not like a big budget one, maybe something that's more like an indie type of movie. Now, there are 3 movies that I do want to watch. There's this guy named Jim Cummings or Jim Cummins. I think it's Jim Cummings. Anyways, he was this actor who was trying to get jobs, and he kind of just said screw it. He wrote his own movie, this movie, and he directed it, and it's called Thunder Road.
Okay.
And it is like this drama comedy type of thing, but people love it. And I watched the trailer, and I'm like, I really want to watch it. It looks really good. I had started, and it seemed really good. He came out with another movie called The Wolf of Snow Hollow. Okay. And that's kind of like, I think, like a horror movie, like about like werewolves and whatnot. And then there is, and then he just came out with another one called The Beta Test. And I just watched the trailer for that, and it looks great as well. And he's like this indie guy, like he doesn't use any studios or anything. Like he does everything like kind of himself. Right. So once this horror stuff is all kind of done, I want to like. Gotta nail those 3 movies.
Yeah, you got a month. You got a month in between Christmas.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Christmas is reserved for the old timers, though. Bad Santa.
Well, yeah, but
Christmas
that's
Vacation.
Like right
I know. So we're gonna watch those movies, all 3 of them.
This week?
No. Once we're done with Halloween.
Oh, got it. Done.
So it's probably the month of November.
Cool.
If that's okay. No, I'm just kidding. It is okay.
Oh.
I follow him on Twitter, and he's just constantly positive about don't wait. Get out there. Yeah. Don't get out there and start filming. Make short movies. Write your own stuff because nothing's going to land in your lap. Do everything yourself. Do it. Just get out there and do it. Don't wait for anyone. Just do it.
Just do it.
I love his positivity. I love his whole thing just because it's just like it's real. Whoa. Whoa.
It does look really scary though.
What?
Well, who is there? Who is it?
Whoa.
Whoa.
That's like two serial killers meet each other.
Yeah.
Whoa. Nobody's ever done that before, right? Like, I'm going to kill you. No, I'm going to kill you.
Yeah.
And then it's like a Home Alone-esque type of movie of like two guys that's trying to like trap each other.
That'd be sweet.
Yep. Done.
Done. Huh.
Although I guess we'd be like, because I don't really know if this is like what kind of character this is.
Oh, get it? You getting it? Oh.
I couldn't figure out where my mouth hole was, but it's right there. I picked my nose and ate it.
Cool, man.
This isn't Kevin. This is like some weird.
No.
I like haunt your nightmares.
You know,
type
yeah,
of stuff.
I'm gonna have to like erase you from my memory.
So, it's even creepy during the day. I put it on. Jessica was like working in the dining room there, and so I like snuck around on the other side and put the mask on, put my hood up, and I just like peered around the corner. And she's like working. I look over. I was like, God, that thing is so scary. I'm like, it is. Like, you just see this thing coming. You're like, nope,
Yeah,
I'm good.
I'm good.
I don't need to.
Yeah.
It hurts, so you're only going to scare people for a little bit, but you know what? I want the viewers and the listeners to do.
What's that?
I want them to send us pictures of their favorite Halloween costume.
Duh, yeah, that'd be sweet. That'd be awesome.
CK, talkaboutnothing@gmail.com or tweet us at
Corey Kevin 1.
Yeah. We'd like to see your favorite Halloween costumes. Because that's what it's all about, right?
It is. Right now.
It's like,
Let's
get
do it.
scary.
Yeah.
Get crazy.
Trick or treat.
Trick or treat. Oh, you got to hear Clem say it. That's the cutest thing.
Oh, yeah, she's sleeping.
Yeah, it's just
No.
not right now, but
No.
probably on Halloween because we're going to go trick or treating a few times. I'm pretty excited.
Are you?
Yeah, our neighborhood does it a different day than our friends that we usually go
nice.
to.
Okay.
So
Okay.
we're gonna do both. So she went as a unicorn at the boo at the zoo, like riding a unicorn. Actually, it's really funny.
That's awesome. Okay.
She like gets in on the back of it, and so she's got the reins and everything.
Yeah,
so,
that's sweet. Okay.
and then she's got her dinosaur costume, and Jessica picked up an Elsa costume. So she's got the whole world to choose from.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So yeah, horror movies. Let's get scared.
Let's do it.
Let's get the blood pumping, the heart rate elevated.
Lights off, bro.
Lights off, bro. So we'll pick something for the next
Yeah,
episode.
to say, I'm just not too sure.
I don't want to like.
Yeah, I know there's one that I'm going to talk about. Is the one that did the Don't Breathe. I haven't watched that one yet.
That was awesome.
Yeah, so that's one that I definitely.
I'm not gonna watch the second one.
No, I didn't. No. Wait, no. I'm sorry. I'm not thinking of Don't Breathe. I watched. That's the one with come on, Tom Clancy's
Anthony
The Office.
Michael B. Jordan. Wait,
No,
what?
The Office. Jim from The Office.
Oh, A Quiet Place.
A Quiet Place. That's the one I was thinking of.
Place.
Okay, so that's the one I watched. Okay,
Gotcha.
so then the one that Don't Breathe. That's a different one though, right?
Yeah.
And who's in that one?
That's the Dylan guy. Jack Shepard's son.
Yeah.
He was in Prisoners.
Yeah.
He's in Don't Breathe, along with this this lady who I can't think of her name. You'll give me the name very soon.
I will definitely give you the name like
She was awesome. Both of them were awesome. Stephen Lang.
Are you talking about Hernandez? Stephanie Arquila?
Let me see.
I don't know the girl you're talking about.
I'm talking about so you're on Don't Breathe 2. So
I clicked it. I made sure I didn't even hit 2. Actually, it makes me mad. That's stupid.
So maybe get the right movie. Okay. Here we go. 2016. Wow. Jessica and I, 88% on Rotten Tomatoes. Jessica and I went to see that movie in theater.
I need to
Dylan
watch it.
Minnette. I kept calling him Dylan McDermott, and I know that's a different dude.
That's definitely a
but it's
different guy.
Dylan Minnette. Anyways, Jane Levy. She's awesome in it. Stephen Lang. So Stephen Lang. I always loved Stephen Lang. He was in. I liked him better as George Pickett.
Okay.
In Gettysburg. Way more than I liked him as Stonewall Jackson in Gods and Generals. But I've known Stephen Lang for a very long time.
Okay.
You know, they don't make Civil War movies too often, and so he's in like these two that are pretty good. So, been acquainted with Stephen Lang, and I saw him in this role. And I'm like, damn, dude's awesome. You haven't seen this one yet?
No.
It's awesome. It was definitely like a really good horror movie, like a really good suspense thriller type of
I'm about
movie.
to do it. So that's definitely one that I want to throw in for myself.
Yeah, because I've already watched that.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna. I'll talk about it,
Yeah.
but I'm not gonna review it with you.
Gotcha. That's what I'm saying.
just
Well,
kidding.
I just don't know what else. That's why I was trying to find movies to put on the poll. You know, difficult.
Well, I'll do some digging, and yeah. You got anything else for us?
No, that's all I got.
All right, so we'll just let these wonderful people go.
Yes. Let them enjoy their week.
Yeah, and make sure you, tell us, what your favorite scary movie is.
Costumes.
Yeah, costumes.
Send your costume.
Hit us up. Tell us. Let us
Or
know.
if you have any movie recommendations too that you want to tell us, we are down for it. Get us some
Headbanging.
scary, yes.
Yeah.
Whoa, see, mine don't have hair like that, so I can't do that. You know.
Headbanging.
Oh, it's ripped it off.
Whoa.
No!
All right.
You guys have a great week.
Thank you for watching.
Thanks for listening.
Bye, Georgie.